But proximity does change a lot of things.
100%.
Changes your mindset.
I think one of the beauties as well, that I take back from, back when I was, in the Methodist side of things, in church. That's one thing that I loved about being Methodist as well, was the way it brought the world together.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of, in Samoa, that is the only place where we have conference, right?
Yeah.
But also in Samoa is where everyone is distributed outwards.
Yeah.
So like in Methodist, you're in ministry at each church for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Once your 7 years is up, you get moved.
Okay.
Depending on whatnot, whatever. You don't decide. Obviously, the officer, obviously the president, and his elders, they sit down and have a discuss where this is and whatever or so forth. And one thing I do love is, like, man, we along the years we've had American FFLs come and sow into us and stuff like 100%. That, and we've had family go to America, and for me, I'm just like that. The culture wise, that's what tied us with America. Obviously when I was.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think the Samoan church is important for culture?
What do you mean?
Because, like, we've spoken about how culture should be involved in church.
Yeah.
But one of the things that my dad would say is, he goes, "How does the Angaunu all live if it's not in the church?"
But wait. Let me channel back.
I'm just telling you, like, so if you're saying, okay, that's one of the reasons why, like, the Methodist church and stuff like that is so important in regards to the culture. So I'm saying is the Samoan church the church of culture or is the church of Jesus?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we've never denied culture in church.
Yes.
We've never denied it.
Yeah, and I'm saying that.
Right. But we've always had the problem in that sentence, or in that, the problem with that is we've always put culture alongside Jesus. That was always the difference.
Yeah.
That was always, that's still my issue.
Yes.
Till this day, that we are
I like that you put that point.
Wall,
yes.
We still putting it right next to Jesus when that's not the case.
Yes.
Jesus will always be on top. Jesus is the king of the church. Jesus is the husband to the church.
Yeah.
Jesus is God.
Yeah.
That first, foremost, always.
So you're not in, like, you've changed your perspective, but you've always been the perspective where it's like, no, it's all right to have culture, but it can't be that.
I've never denied. Listen, I am.
You've never said that.
Again, I've
it
never.
Was me.
I've never.
But I've changed my mind on that.
I've never ever denied my
churches are needed.
My heritage in my, because that's a part of me.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So you, like, we've always said Samoan churches are needed, like, in regards to that. So I'm just saying, as like, that's the importance of Samoan churches as well, that there can be a hub of culture.
1,000%. 1,000%.
To keep the culture alive.
To not just keep the culture alive, but even to keep, for example, if we were to have Jesus always on top and then culture, culture won't only flourish, but it will flourish in the right way.
Man, I love that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I never saw that.
God will always elevate something that belongs to him.
Yes.
God will always elevate something that points back to him.
Yes.
God will always elevate
get the glory.
Glorifies him.
Yes.
Right? He elevates, not man.
Yes.
But when man elevates something, man will always what? Divide something. Man will always drop something. Man will always stab something because it's man-made.
Yeah.
But when you align something...
You're so passionate about this.
Because it's something that we've been fighting, me and you.
Yeah.
Side by side, even me, independently as well. I've been fighting for this because, let me tell you something. For as long as Tautua Talk has been born,
yes,
we have always had the notion of people putting on us that, oh, we're so against Samoan culture and we're so this
against
and that.
The church, Samoan church.
We're so against the church when that's never been the case.
Yeah.
We have always loved it. Our culture's a part of us.
Yeah.
And let me say this one more time. I am Samoan, it's a part of me. I am a mother, it's a part of me. Right? I am a daughter, it's a part of me. I am a sister to someone. It's a part that is all part of me. No one can take that away, and I am not someone to give it away, right? Not that I can. You know, it's always been a part of me.
Yes.
So it's not something that I can not have.
Yeah.
Or not come from. Like, I didn't come from thin air.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my culture will always be with me, but will it be above the Lord? No. Will it be above the person that created this? No.
Yeah.
Jesus, there's a Jesus culture.
Yeah.
there is I shouldn't say Jesus culture.
Kingdom.
There's a kingdom culture.
Yeah.
Kingdom culture doesn't, if there's kingdom culture, of course there's going to be culture.
Yeah.
There's going to be all sorts of cultures. But like I said, if your culture doesn't align with the kingdom values, it will never rise. And I remember even Pastor Gus was like speaking about this. Like, when your kingdom overrides the kingdom, when your cultural background override the kingdom background, then that's an issue. Yes. That's been Samoa's issue from the get. From when the gospel entered Samoa, that was been the issue. Yes. Because they didn't know, hey, the gospel is here now. We already have this, and this in place, and it works. Why would we break it down? Yeah. So instead of stopping it, they took it together. Okay, the gospel's here. Yeah. Well, this is already working. These traditions are happening. These are pretty fine. These align with our rules. Let's take it together.
Because obviously, I'm always going to counter argument and stuff like that.
I love it
because I love that. A lot of I think a lot of like probably like certain people who are well educated in college, not college, go to universities. There, I think a lot of them I feel that Christianity has killed the Samoan culture.
Girl, I would even go as far as people saying, man, Christianity is so Western, so colonized that it should have stayed outside of Samoa. Yes. If Samoa didn't have this, I don't know, idea of this Christianity,
white Jesus,
this white Jesus type of white Christianity type of thing, Samoa would be absolutely different from now. Like,
What are your thoughts on that?
I just think, of my personal opinion.
What's your opinion?
My personal opinion is, man, if you do not have a personal relationship with Christ, you will never, ever, ever fathom how anything attached to him would flourish, or would live, or would breathe. Does that make sense? Like, so if you personally, for me, I personally have a relationship with Jesus. Yes. So I know, I'm not saying that, I know. But I know that what the power of God has done in my life. Yes. I know what he's moved. I've seen the impossible move. Yeah. I've seen him move mountains. Yes. Right? And for me, it's easy for me to believe that Jesus can do that outside of me. Yeah. Even to a country, to this, right? 100%. If I didn't have a relationship with Jesus, it is impossible for me to understand that there is a white man named Jesus that's going to come and change the world and do this and take our culture and, rise it up, and we're all going to die, but he's going to save us. Yes. It's impossible.
I know.
Does that answer your question?
No, like, it does. I think one of my things is always saying is like, I don't know what Samoa was like before. Like, and then people was like, oh, because for me is, our culture is so alive. Like, you know what I mean?
Very rich.
It's very rich. So when people say, our culture's dying because of Christianity, or, that's a white man, like white man bought that and that's nothing. I'm just like, but do you understand, like in Samoa and outside of Samoa, the culture is so alive. So for me, it's just like, Christianity just brought a moral compass to Samoa where it's like, okay, yes, there are certain things you cannot do because why? It's not beneficial to you. You know what I mean? It brought a moral compass, but not just brought enlightenment and that. And a lot of people's like, oh, don't say that, the way we did things was dark times. I'm just like, well,
but it was.
It was.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people are saying. Like, it wasn't dark times. It was dark times.
It was dark times. I think people forget as well, and it wasn't too long ago as well. Like, Mali Akua, like in the way back, he used to eat people.
Yes.
Like, dude.
Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, and
they used to worship turtles, like,
and not just that. I was like, didn't believe in marriage and families and stuff like that. And obviously we had culture and stuff like that, but it's just like people are like, oh, these are not dark times. Our ways went dark. I'm like, I think sometimes we just have to think that Samoa is all light, you know what I mean? But it's not.
It's not. And not only that, like, I feel like Christianity, I will always say this, Christianity came...
It's not a white man. I'm sick of this narrative. It's a colonial white...
I don't know why. And I also don't know where they have the perception. Is it because of the movies that they watch? No, let's be honest.
I think so.
Is it because Christianity came from Ethiopia? Yeah. Like, Ethiopia, they're black. They're pretty black, And then
I think it's just that. I think it's the way the the Western liberal mindset is coming through, the way they're taught on that. And
I think it's because of the movies,
yes,
because all they see in all these movies back then and even now, all they see is a white Jesus.
Yeah.
No matter whether they would say, well, he was Armenian and he was, this and that, he was Middle Eastern.
Because I don't see that.
Samoans don't know what Middle Eastern and all of, mate, it's either you are white, black, or you are brown. That's full stop. If your color skin is white, you are white. Whether you tell me you're Middle Eastern, you're white. You over there.
Yeah, and it really favors me that people are like, yeah, Christianity is a white person and you're colonized if you believe in Jesus. Like, I'm just like, where did this come from? Like, I don't know, but I think it's taught in schools. I think it's taught in the media.
100%.
Because I'm just like, I don't hear people saying Islam is a white person's. Is a white person's, like, there is no.
But you also have to remember, again, like when I say, like, on movies, when have you seen a Jesus that's black? Let's be honest.
No, I haven't.
But that's what I mean.
But Jesus is Middle Eastern. Comes to Jerusalem. You know what I mean? Like, he's from Israel. You know what I mean? Like,
but all of that aside, what color is his skin?
Well, when you look at
olive,
yeah.
That's still white in someone's eyes. Let's be honest. Let's be very, very honest. No. That man ain't olive. That man what? That a white man. That a white man.
But
that a white man. I'm telling you.
And I know that's a Samoan, but just like, and I think that's what's wrong with when you put race
and religion.
Yes,
that's a complete difference of the you are taking us on.
No, I'm just saying that's what I mean. Like, if what you see is what it is. I'm like, I was like, I'm talking about the man of Jesus. I'm not talking about his color skin.
But what I'm saying is, because you're saying, the reason why I brought up the skin color is because this white man, white man religion.
It's because I've always seen it.
Because I'll say it straight up. For my family, right? If you are lighter than me, like my skin, and I think I'm pretty fair, right?
Yeah, pretty fair.
If you're lighter than me, you are white.
Okay.
Like, you're classified as white.
Yes.
So I know that for them, when they see a white Jesus from back in, the first movies to a white Jesus still now, again, take into account, when I say white, it's anyone lighter than me, you are white.
Yes.
Whether you're Middle Eastern, whether you're Egyptian, whether you're whatever you are, if your skin color is lighter than you are classified as white, right? Mind you, Samoan people, they've never seen white people before. This is, and I'm relaying back in the day, right?
Yeah.
They never seen white people, and this is where I heard the story of, the twin Genghis. That's how they passed away. When they were born, they were white. They had white, long, beautiful hair. Yeah. And they all got scared, so they buried the girls alive. Till this day, they think they're getting haunted from the same ghosts. Anyone shoot down whatever story version of you've heard of who these girls are. But that's what I'm saying. Okay. That's why I think they think that, Jesus is a white colonized religion or person, because all they see that represents him is lighter white than them. Yes. Right.
100%.
That's why they think it's a white man. I have no idea why.
Colonized. But it's funny because a lot of people love the culture and stuff like that, but Malik was the one that accepted Christianity. So you're saying that he made the wrong decision? Do you not think that he was wise enough or stuff like that in regards to be like, what I was saying is that a lot of people love the culture, but they don't like the decisions that when it comes to Christianity, what they made. You know what I mean?
But that's purely because I think people think that Christianity restricted them, it limited them. Yeah. But not seeing the value in the stopping. Yeah. Not seeing the value in again, the moral compass that it came with. Because we were very, we're going to go back into it. We were very heavily in witchcraft.
Yes.
Like, it coming from for force to, so, speaking to the non-living, but they're living over there.
Speaking to your third cousin, like, hey, honestly.
1000%.
Like, yeah, it's a very thing. Like, but do you see, like, one of the things that I do see, like, in Samoa is, like, I think they said that they wanted to build a mosque in Samoa and stuff like that. What are your thoughts about that?
Rubbish. Rubbish. I'm going to tell you straight up right now.
Go.
That is rubbish. That is rubbish behavior. That is rubbish talk. Now, let me tell you something. If you want to be a Muslim, that is fine.
Yes.
That is, well, actually, no, it's not fine. But hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Okay, use your own damn brain. Okay, if you want to be a Muslim, whatever, that's your choice. And, that's your choice in life, brother, sister, whatever, right? But then when you try and build something that doesn't belong on something that's not yours, then that's an issue.
Okay.
I honestly think, hear me out. I honestly think Samoa, actually need to actually not just put a stop to it, but I think our leaders actually need to sit down and dissect this very carefully, because it's something that I think Australia has lacked in now.
Come on,
but now we are now stepping in the consequence of the lack here in Australia. Yeah, right. And for me, we know that Muslims now, exist in Samoa. Yeah. Where, and obviously everyone talks about freedom of speech and bro, that's rubbish too. I don't
also, I can't.
Where I live in the world.
I can't.
Yeah, everyone talks about freedom. Bro, rubbish. I don't give a damn about that. Let me tell you something. If our country is in if our country is in a twilight zone of where they can pick and choose now what they can have, stop it right now. Stop it. Use that leadership that you want to, arc up on, all of that. Honestly, use that now to put a stop onto something that that shouldn't be there from the beginning. Yeah. And don't even give you're free to. No.
Don't give them an inch. Be like Japan. They didn't give an inch. They go, this is how we do life.
Because just like you, this is my way of gatekeep. Yeah. This is why I'm
100%.
This is here. This is the line. Right. Yeah. This is the line
I'm not willing to cross.
No. And I don't, and honestly, I will be very surprised if Samoa doesn't have the same opinion or don't have the same stance as us. 100%. To be very honest with you. I honestly think this is a time where Samoan leaders have to sit down and actually establish, hey, okay.
We're a Christian country.
We are a Christian country.
We're going to keep it that way.
Because if it does happen, then change the motto of the country.
Period.
Right.
That's our.
There you go.
That's in our crest. That's the Christian God. That's
not only that, because there's no other God. Just that Christian God. Let me say it again. There's no other God.
We're going there.
There's no other God because there is no other God. There is one God. Yes. Right? Mm-hmm. We serve one Jesus. Yes. That's it. The King of Kings, Lord of Lord. Yes. Right? And her and you know and all the
so we're saying it now. We think Samoa
that come with that.
So we think. So you're telling it now. It's like Samoa should not have any
absolutely not
places of worship.
We shouldn't even have what they have right now.
Well, I don't think they even have, but I just think
no, we shouldn't even have Muslims there right now.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we shouldn't. There shouldn't have been a space. Yes, but at the same time, it makes me think. Okay, if it got to that, if it came from outside, obviously we can't control that. If it's brewing though and growing with inside, it makes me think, okay, where are my Christian sisters and brothers?
Yes. Where's the church?
Where is the church?
Yes.
This is where you stand.
Yes.
This is where you stand. Before that mosque talk comes up, let the leaders of the country deal with that. But before it gets to that fruit level, while it's almost out of seed level, where am I? I call the church. Yeah. Call the church. I call the Christian brothers and sisters. I call upon them.
Yeah.
And again, when I say I call my Christian brothers, I'm not talking about no Jehovah Witness and this and that and let's urge.
Just the church to rise up.
The church to rise up, man. And if you're not going to be non-afraid of, silly things, be non-afraid for this.
Yeah.
One thing.
100%.
Oh God.
So you think you think the Samoan government should take a stance now?
1,000,000%.
I think so. Draw the line now.
Make it known now.
Because like our constitution, we are a Christian foundation island.
That's right.
And it won't change.
It shouldn't change.
Move a dime.
That's right.
Because I believe that's why Samoa is so blessed.
Yes. And 100%, 1,000% also. I agree with you.
Because in our crest, it's who we are. And we've heard it from other people.
100%.
That our island is different because of that. I'm like, I honestly believe Samoa is living in abundance and living in that because we stand on the Christian.
Yes.
Do we live it? No. What I'm saying... No, I'm not saying that.
Not entirely, but we're not perfect.
I'm not saying this on your personal level, but as a country,
right,
our foundation is very Christo-Judo values.
I believe that.
Christo-Judo values.
Yes, I believe that.
And I think that's what makes a lot of countries successful is when they stand on that.
1,000%.
They stand on that Christian things. Obviously, God's going to bring a revival into Samoa. We're believing that in Jesus' name.
Oh, 1,000%.
But I think once you take that foundation where you say our island is, we stand for Christianity. It's our foundation. And once you take that out, it'd be like, nah, everyone come in. Yeah. Because we want to be, we want to be about equality. Yes. Everyone's free for all. No. I believe that's when we stop as Samoans. So it's like, no. And I think once we take that out of our foundation.
Right.
Elelo Samoa will come to them.
Not only that, man. Pride comes before the fall. But not only that, I remember. I was watching this. I was watching this guy. He is from the Middle East, but he made a trip to Samoa and he went to his normal rental place to get his car. Yeah. And I don't know if I shared. I'm pretty sure I shared it.
Yes.
He went to the car rental, but when he went inside the car rental, he saw an Israel flag. Yeah. And he chucked the biggest fit. He got into the car. Listen, that's not even why I brought that up. Yeah. It wasn't even that. He got into a cab and he said to the cab, "Take me somewhere where I can find another rental place." So then the cab guy was like, "Yeah, no worries." And she goes, when they were on the journey, he was talking about something like, "Why do you have Israel flags? Like, I'm from Pakistan." He's Pakistani. And he was like, "I'm from Pakistan. Why do you have an Israel flag? That's so offensive to me." Yeah. Right? Like, why you we're using Samoa and blah, blah, blah. And the cab driver. Yeah. And I can tell you now, he's of age. Yeah. he's actually seasoned. Yeah. I'm not saying he's old, but he's old. And the way he answered it made me think, oh my God. He said, the reason why, he goes, I'm not sure why, but, because, it's in the Bible. And then the guy was like, what about the Bible? Like, what about the Bible? What is it saying? He goes, Israel, he didn't know. Yeah. Like, he didn't know how to counter that or answer this Fiopoko guy. We probably added 1 cent to the tourist.
Here's what I was saying. It's none of your business.
Yeah.
This is our country.
This is our country. Yeah.
That's what I would have said. I'm like, what is it to you? Yeah. This is our country.
That's what I mean.
What I was saying is you don't dictate what Samoa does. Yeah. No one from outside dictates what we do. Only Samoans do that. Yeah. And that's why I believe that's
just come enjoy our water, eat our food, and go.
That's what I mean. It's like, don't come in and try to bring your
agenda. But that's why the reason why I'm saying that is that's how the Muslims got into our country in the first place. Yeah. Right? Is the coming in and then all of a sudden, but yeah.
The Israel flag, okay, obviously that's a whole different subject because I'm just like, let's worry about Samoa and Samoa's issues. But anyway, Samoa's always been that. But for me don't come into Samoa and tell us what we should do and shouldn't do.
I agree.
Only Samoans can do that. I think if you're not Samoan descent, if you have nothing to do with Samoa, if you're a tourist, come and enjoy our places, but don't tell us what we should do. And try to bring a blah, blah, that's offensive. I didn't give a damn. Yeah. I didn't give a damn about your opinion. Well, like we say, come into our country and then take your opinions and put it in the bin where it belongs, okay? Because that's all I say.
Rubbish.
And I think that's one stance that Samoa should do, is cement that they're a Christian island. And
I think they have
don't waver. Don't waver.
That's
I
what
want to
it is.
waver.
That's what it is. Though.
Yeah.
I think it's cemented. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, it's our foundation. I think what is on the rise right now is whether they forfeit it or not waver.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. It's time to draw the line.
And I think it's sometimes,
and it's time to draw the line now.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't spiral into something
you can't control. Samoa should not waver.
No.
And a Christian,
absolutely
as a Christian island, should not waver on that.
No.
We always say that, but do not waver. Do not be the island like, oh, no, because we want to get everyone, we want to be inclusive with everyone. Stop that. Nah,
that's still rubbish.
Do not be inclusive when it comes to our foundations.
You gatekeep the important things.
Gatekeep that and be like, this is us.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be a nice island. No. Samoa, stand up. If there's anything you stand up for, you stand up for that. It's like we are not gonna have certain.
Man, we're calling out all you leaders in Samoa.
100%.
Stand up, make a stand.
About
Draw
that.
the line, especially about this.
Yes.
There should no mosque. There should be no mosque. The mosque belongs with the mosque outside.
Not in Samoa.
Outside of Samoa.
Not in Samoa. And I was just like, do not cower when it comes to those things. And honestly, I think that's one thing I would be like, Samoa, do not be Samoa and stand up for like, this is who we are. This is like we're a Christian island. We stand on the Judeo-Christian values, and we're standing on that.
With love. We say this with love.
With love. And like, we're not going to cower. No. We're not going to have any other things than that. But people are always like, oh, but they have Baha'is. That's already there. We're talking about this particular religion, okay? Do not cower when it comes to that. Boom. In Samoa.
Because, don't cower. Stand up. If there is anything, stand up.
Period.
Take the stand.
And people go like, oh, that's Islamophobe. That's not being inclusive. I don't care. We're saying in Samoa.
What are you saying in Samoa?
In Samoa. Leai.
And as a child of God, the real God, it's a no thank you.
Leai. You know what I mean? And this is what we're standing. We're standing on business when it comes to that.
Mate, we're business.
We're standing on business. There's one thing right back there, like we stand on that.
Business.
There's two things that we love. We're standing on that. Leai.